Good day, good evening, good morning. In my case, it is the day. We're having some coffee, some mid-morning coffee here. That's what my cup sounds like. And we've got a little bit of an obstructed view that hopefully encourages some nice little tingles. And I thought it would be fun to just have a chill sesh where I do some coloring with you. And I'm just here working on my laptop today. I must confess that I do not normally do much digital work in terms of art. And so this is a bit of a venture, a bit of a step out from the norm for me. And I am working on a project here for a friend, and it's been so much fun to be able to collab with a friend. And right now I am I'm working on some water. So we're doing a body of water here. So we're working with blues so far. Now so far I have only done just a little bit of a dark blue, kind of a navy, I would say. And now I did a little bit of that, and now we are moving on to a much lighter blue, just to throw in a second color, just to throw in a second shade, because I am only just beginning with this coloring. So, and if you hear little snores in the background, it is because my sweet, sweet, sweet babies, my little children, my furry children, are sleeping nearby, and my little sweet angel daughter is quite the asthmatic little being, so she kind of snores quite audibly, so you'll have to forgive her. I assure you, she is the sweetest being that you've ever seen. Hopefully that doesn't trigger her. So, back to the drawing at hand here. I'm going in with a second blue here, and this blue is a much lighter blue. So this is a very bright blue. It's very much aqua, bright blue. And I'm just going in, just adding a secondary shade. So I've already done like I said, a dark blue, navy type of blue, and I am going in also at a very low opacity, okay? And I'm just zooming in here. But yes, this is a project that I have been working on, collaborating with a friend of mine. And there's not a set release date for this, so I cannot really share the details of what this is or what it looks like. So that is why we're doing that's the main reason why we're doing an obstructed type of view here, but I really hope that it's enjoyable. I think personally I like it, but hopefully you do too. And I hope that you're having a great day or night. And I hope that if you're not, that this helps and that you feel at peace. Okay, so I think this is looking really good. Not to get ahead of myself, but I'm just gonna tell you that I really never work digitally. And I actually got a tablet for my birthday so that I could do more art digitally, hopefully. And well, the issue is that my computer is ancient, and it could not handle, like, it just would not accept installing the tablet material. It would just not accept it. I've honestly known for a while that I need to get a new computer, okay? We've all been there, right? We've all had that thing that really needs an update. But there's just so many other things. There's always something else, that you have to get instead, or that's more important right now. But I did receive a tablet. I do have a really nice tablet, and eventually I will hopefully get a really nice new computer, because this one is from 2009. Does anybody even remember what happened in 2009? Like, I don't... Okay. So yeah, I'm going in with sort of a... I'm trying to have a watercolor style here. and the opacity is super low. It is at 4%, and you're probably thinking, what in the world? Why is it that low? Well, I told you. I mean, I'm sort of all or nothing, I think, you know? I think when it comes to pencil to paper, pen to paper, art, I am very much all. So, things that normally, sort of scare other people in terms of making art, such as like using ink. It's so permanent, and you make a mistake and you're toast, you know? I've always sort of leaned into the gutsier aspects like that. I don't know if it just suits me or if I don't know. I couldn't really tell you. TBH. But, here we are. Okay. So, I'm just working on the water portion of this image. And now I did say I'm all or nothing. However, when it comes to color on when it comes to coloring it, anything, that's something that that's the one that gets me, because I think by the time I already have like a whole image down on paper, it's almost as if I think the thing is that like it could be complete at that point. So when it comes to laying color down on, say, an ink image like this, which is what this is, I get nervous. I don't know. It's like at that stage, I don't want to mess it up, but in the beginning, I'm cool with just throwing it down. Just throwing it down. And, yeah. So right now I'm just doing really, 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 really light blue, because I switched to not only a lighter shade of blue, but we are still working at that 4% opacity. And it's a very gradual process, but I think that's what I like for color. I feel like for me, when I color things, like I need to see it like build up, I think. I don't know. But we're just doing some coloring. Just doing some coloring on the computer, on the laptop. So if you do any digital art, what's your workflow like? Like, do you what's your default mode when you do your digital art? Because like I said, I'm not proficient in doing art digitally whatsoever. But I really just felt like with this particular project that I wanted to try out coloring it digitally. So here we are. And I just hope it's not too much of like a weird, like I hope it doesn't look weird. I think so far it looks okay. So there is some foliage in this image that I have to color, and with that I think it's I guess I would say tricky, because it's like this is kind of a fantasy image, so I think I'm going to do a lot of greens on the foliage just because, but I'm going to make it like a jungle green. Like it's going to be bright, but not for a while because, 4% opacity is low. I'm going to make the brush smaller so I don't accidentally get it on spots I don't want it to be, even though it's 4% low. Maybe just a little bit bigger. So I've got like leaves and vines and I don't know. Honestly, most of the foliage spots in this image are just a lot of leaves. But I'm gonna try to color all the leaves green. Or everything I think is supposed to be a leaf. I don't know. Yeah, so for this image, my friend has asked that it be mostly blues, creams, reds, and yellows. So, yeah, that's also the kind of look I'm going for. So, I have in this foliage area, I'm going to be making most of the leaves, like most of the areas, I'll be making it green. And I think I think the berries will be red for sure. And let's make that super small, because I'm kind of doing like next to, I'm zooming in a lot because I want the color to be like bomb, you know. I don't just want to like color it and be done, like, oh, I filled it in with color, it's done. Like, I really want it to look just as, you know, just as carefully handled as an actual, you know, hand colored piece would be. So yeah, I'm just doing that. My coffee is all cold now. I'm gonna bust open some gum now. Alright. Okay. So back to these green leaves. So, yeah. Just painting the leaves of this fake berry bush. But that's fine. That's kind of the cool thing about art, is that you don't have to possess a skill for it. You don't have to fit into any box of like a style. The point of participating in and creating art, at least in my opinion, is solely to express yourself, is solely to be you. That's why art is such a therapy as well, is because it's such a way to just express yourself, just put a piece of yourself onto paper, onto stage, record it, you know? I'm throwing in some yellow here. I mean, I'll say that the way that I'm coloring this right now, it's pretty tedious. But when I zoom out, it already looks pretty good. The leaves that I was just doing already look pretty good. Now, she is laying right by me under this desk, and it looks cute. That's so sweet. Maybe I'll be able to hear her purr if I can manage it. I think you can hear her. Yeah. Oh my goodness, what a little cherub. Alright. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with this right now, but I do hope to complete it very soon. Honestly, I've had this project on my plate for far too long, and I'm ready to kick it up. I'm ready to finalize and ready to part ways and move on to the next